Listen carefully. Nobody is coming. Nobody is going to pull you out of the fire. Nobody is going to give you the life you dream of. If you want something, you have to take it. If you want to escape your misery, you have to claw your way out. That's the reality. We live in a world where people are waiting for someone to notice them, waiting for an opportunity, waiting for a sign. But the truth is, the world doesn't care. Life doesn't care. The universe isn't sitting around designing a perfect moment just for you. You either go out and seize it, or you stay exactly where you are. And for most people, that's the hardest thing to accept. They want a savior. They want someone to pick them up, to tell them everything's going to be okay, to hand them success on a silver platter. But here's the truth. It doesn't happen that way. If you're broke, struggling, tired, lost, it's on you. If you're weak, full of doubt, full of fear, that's on you. If you wake up every morning and you hate your life, the only person who can change that is staring back at you in a mirror. And I know it's brutal. It's painful to accept, because accepting it means taking responsibility. It means admitting that every single choice you made up to this point has led you here. The late nights scrolling on your phone instead of working, the times you hit snooze instead of getting up and grinding, the times you let fear dictate your decisions instead of taking control. It all adds up. But here's the good news. If your choices got you here, then your choices can get you out. That's the power you have. That's what most people refuse to see. They'd rather blame the world, blame their parents, blame society, blame luck. But that mindset is poison. It's a death sentence. The moment you give up responsibility, you give up control. And control is everything. Because once you realize that nobody is coming, you stop waiting. You stop hoping. You stop relying on others, and you start becoming the kind of person who doesn't need saving. That's what this is about. This is your war, your battle, and the only way to win is to face it head on. Most people spend their entire lives running from pain. They think pain is something to be avoided, something to be numbed, drowned out, ignored. But that's where they fail. Pain is the key. Pain is the path. You think the strongest people in this world got there by avoiding pain? Hell no. They got there because they walked into it. They embraced it. They made it their best friend. See, pain is the universe's way of testing you. It's asking you one simple question. How bad do you want it? Because if you don't want it bad enough, pain will break you, it will crush you. It will turn you into one of the millions of people who quit, who settle, who become just another name on a long list of wasted potential. But if you do want it, if you truly, deep down in your soul, want to be something more, then pain is your greatest weapon. The illusion of comfort society has brainwashed people into believing that comfort is the goal. That if you just get enough money, enough security, enough pleasure, then you'll be happy. That life is about avoiding struggle, avoiding hardship, avoiding anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. But here's the problem. Comfort is a trap. Comfort makes you weak. Comfort steals your potential. Comfort convinces you that you don't need to push harder, that you don't need to grow, that you don't need to fight. And that's why so many people stay the same. That's why they never reach their goals. Because the second something gets difficult, they retreat. They back off. They say, maybe this isn't for me. But you don't have that luxury. If you want to be something more, If you want to become something unstoppable, you have to embrace discomfort. You have to seek out pain. You have to stop running from hardship and start running into it. Because on the other side of pain is power. The hard truth about growth. Look at any great warrior, any great athlete, any great leader. Look at the men who have shaped history. They all had one thing in common. They suffered. They endured hardship. They walked through fire. They faced obstacles that would have broken the average man. And that suffering, that's what made them strong. That's what separated them from everyone else. You don't get stronger by lifting a feather. You don't get wiser by sitting around doing nothing. You don't get tougher by taking the easy way out. You get stronger by suffering, by pushing through the days when you feel like giving up, by getting up at 5 a.m. when your body tells you to sleep, by doing the work when nobody is watching, when nobody is forcing you, when nobody is holding your hand. Because that's the test when you feel pain, when you feel struggle, when you feel doubt. That's the universe asking you, do you really want this? And if your answer is yes, you keep going. You don't complain. You don't cry about it. You don't look for an easier way. You push harder, because that's what separates winners from losers. Winners don't wait for things to be easy. They don't wait for things to feel good. They understand that growth is pain. They understand that every single second of suffering is a step closer to power. And the weak, they never learn this. They spend their whole lives avoiding discomfort, never realizing that by running from pain, they're running from their own potential. But you are not weak. You are not like them. So the next time you feel pain, don't run. Don't back down. Don't give in to that weak voice in your head that tells you to stop. Smile, because pain is your greatest ally. It is the thing that will separate you from the rest. It is the fire that will forge you into something unstoppable. So embrace it, lean into it, and watch yourself become something the world has never seen before. Most people spend their lives looking for shortcuts. They want the rewards without the struggle. They want the results without the work. But here's the cold, hard truth. There is no easy way. There is no secret formula. There is no magic pill. There is no hack that will get you there without pain, without effort, without suffering. And yet, most people waste their time looking for one. They chase after get-rich-quick schemes. They search for motivation instead of discipline. They sit around hoping for the perfect time to start. And while they're waiting, while they're hesitating, while they're avoiding the struggle, someone else is out there grinding. Someone else is out there suffering. Someone else is out there embracing the pain that they are running from. And that person, that's the one who will win. That's the one who will succeed. Because pain is the price of greatness. No one is coming to save you. If you're waiting for someone to come and pull you out of your struggles, stop. No one is coming. No one is going to rescue you. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to force you to be disciplined, to put in the work, to show up every day and grind. That's on you. If you want something, you have to take it. You have to get up every single day and go to war for it. Because the truth is, most people won't care whether you succeed or fail. They might pretend to. They might tell you they support you. But when things get hard, when you start struggling, when you start suffering, you will be alone. And that's when you have a choice. You can either break down, give up, and become just another person who couldn't handle the pressure, or You can use that pain, that isolation, that suffering, and turn it into fuel. Because if no one is coming to save you, that means you don't owe anyone anything. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to wait for support. You don't have to wait for approval. You are the only one responsible for your success. And once you understand that, once you embrace it, once you fully take ownership of your pain, your failures, your struggles, you become unstoppable. Pain is the ultimate teacher. There is no better teacher in this world than pain. You don't learn from comfort. You don't grow from easy wins. You grow when you fail. You grow when you struggle. You grow when you push yourself to the absolute limit and still find the strength to keep going. Think about the most painful moments in your life, the times you felt lost, the times you felt broken, the times you thought you wouldn't make it. Those moments, they made you. They shaped you. And if you're still standing today, if you're still breathing, if you're still fighting, that means you survived. That means you're stronger than you think. And that means you have more in you. Because pain doesn't just break you down, it builds you back up. It reveals what you're truly capable of. It forces you to level up. And the more you embrace it, the more you welcome it, the more you seek it out, the stronger you become. You either get tough or you get left behind. The world does not care about your excuses. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you're hurting. It doesn't care if life has been unfair to you. It will keep moving with or without you. So you have a choice. You can sit there and feel sorry for yourself. You can cry about how hard life is. You can complain about how things aren't going your way, or you can get up and do something about it. Because the truth is, no matter how much you suffer, no matter how much you struggle, no matter how much pain you go through, the weak will always find an excuse, and the strong will always find a way. So what are you going to do? Are you going to let pain break you? Or are you going to use it, embrace it, and turn it into the fire that fuels you? Because the ones who truly want it, the ones who are willing to suffer, to bleed, to grind, to push through every obstacle in their way, they are the ones who win, not the ones who wait, not the ones who hesitate, not the ones who look for shortcuts, the ones who suffer, the ones who endure, the ones who walk through fire and come out stronger on the other side. So stop running. Stop looking for an easy way. Start embracing the pain, because it's the only thing that will turn you into something great. Most people don't understand this, but the biggest enemy you will ever face is yourself. Not your competition, not your circumstances, not the people who doubt you. It's you. The weak, lazy, excuse-making version of yourself that wants to hold you back. The version of you that wants to stay comfortable, that wants to take the easy way out, that wants to quit the moment things get hard. If you want to succeed, that version of you has to die. You have to kill it. You have to burn it to the ground. You have to destroy every weak part of yourself and rebuild from the ashes. Because the old you is not strong enough to reach the next level. You cannot stay the same and expect different results. You cannot stay weak and expect to become powerful. You cannot stay soft and expect to become a warrior. Transformation requires destruction. You need to let go of the person you were to become the person you are meant to be. The death of the old you. Take a look at your life right now. Are you where you want to be? Are you doing everything you know you should be doing? Are you as strong, as disciplined, as relentless as you need to be? If not, then something needs to change. Because if you're still living the same way, thinking the same way, acting the same way as the person you were yesterday, last month, last year, then you're stuck. And if you stay stuck, you will never move forward. So you need to ask yourself, what are the habits that are keeping me weak? What are the thoughts that are keeping me small? What are the fears that are holding me back? Identify them, expose them, and then eliminate them. Because if you don't, they will destroy you. You are either evolving or you are dying. There is no in-between. The pain of transformation. Most people never change because change is painful. It requires sacrifice. It requires suffering. It requires stepping into the fire and letting it burn away everything that is holding you back. And that's why most people stay the same. They don't want to feel the pain. They don't want to suffer. They don't want to go through the discomfort of transformation. But guess what? The pain of staying the same is far worse, because when you refuse to change, you rot, you decay, you become a prisoner of your own weakness. You live your entire life knowing you could have been more, but you were too afraid to suffer for it. And that pain, that regret, that slow, quiet death of your potential, that is worse than any suffering you will ever face in the pursuit of greatness. So, if you have to suffer, make it count. Suffer for a reason. Suffer for your future. Suffer for the person you are becoming. Because if you're not suffering, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're already dead. No one can do this for you. Let me be brutally honest. No one can save you from yourself. Not your friends, not your family, not your mentors. They can give you advice. They can encourage you. They can support you. But at the end of the day, only you can make the choice. Only you can wake up and decide to be disciplined. Only you can choose to put in the work. Only you can push through the suffering and come out stronger. No one can do it for you. No one is coming to drag you across the finish line. This is your fight. And the moment you accept that, the moment you stop waiting for someone else to save you, that's the moment you take back your power. That's the moment you start becoming unstoppable. Because when you stop depending on others, when you stop making excuses, when you stop running from the pain and start running toward it, that's when everything changes. Burn the bridges, leave no way back. If you're serious about transformation, there is no going back. You have to burn the bridges to your old life. You have to leave behind the excuses, the laziness, the weakness. There is no safety net. There is no backup plan. There is no escape route. Because the moment you give yourself an option to quit, you will take it. That's why you have to make failure impossible. That's why you have to commit 100%. That's why you have to cut off everything that is keeping you from reaching your full potential. Because when the only way is forward, you have no choice but to win. So make your decision. Stay weak, stay comfortable, stay the same, or burn it all down. Destroy your old self. Rebuild from the ground up. And come back as someone unstoppable. Because in the end, the only thing standing between you and your future is you. Enough waiting, enough doubting, enough wishing. It's time to become the monster they fear, not a villain, not a destroyer of others, but a force of nature, relentless, unstoppable. undeniable. The world has tried to break you. Life has thrown pain, failure, and suffering at you. People have doubted you, laughed at you, betrayed you. Good, because now you have a choice. You can let it crush you, or you can use it. Use the pain, use the rejection, use every single moment of struggle as fuel. Because monsters aren't born, they are created. Created in the fires of hardship, forged in the depths of suffering, built through discipline, sacrifice, and relentless self-destruction. And if you want to reach your full potential, you need to become that monster. The one who doesn't break, the one who doesn't hesitate, the one who never stops until victory is in their hands. The death of weakness. Your old self is dead. That version of you that made excuses. That version of you that backed down when things got hard. That version of you that cared what other people thought. Gone. Weakness is not an option anymore. Now, there is only strength, only discipline, only war. Because this is war. War against the version of yourself that wants to stay comfortable. War against the fears that try to hold you back. War against the mediocrity that wants to keep you average. You either win or you die trying. And every single day, the battle begins again. The law of the jungle. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you're scared. It doesn't care if you don't feel like it. Because the jungle only has one law: survive or be destroyed. The weak are eaten. The slow are left behind. The ones who hesitate, they don't make it. And if you think for 1 second that the world will hand you success, that it will give you the life you want without a fight, then you've already lost. Because out there, in the real world, nobody is coming to save you. You are alone in this fight, and you have two options. Step up and take what's yours. Get left behind and be forgotten. Those are the only choices. Pain is the path. Walk it without fear. Look around. Most people are asleep, trapped in comfort, addicted to distractions. They have no idea what real strength is. They have no idea what true power looks like, because they run from pain. They avoid hardship. They hide from the struggle. They seek pleasure over progress, and that's why they stay weak. But you are different, because you understand the truth. Pain is the path. Suffering is the price. If you want strength, you must earn it. If you want success, you must bleed for it. If you want power, you must endure what others refuse to face. So stop looking for the easy way. There is no easy way. There is only the way of the warrior, the way of relentless discipline, the way of ruthless self-destruction and rebirth. And once you choose this path, there is no turning back. Kill the doubt. Own your destiny. Doubt is your final enemy. It whispers in your mind. It tells you that you are not strong enough. It tries to convince you that you will fail. Crush it, because doubt is a liar. You are strong enough. You are capable enough. You are built for this, but you must believe it. You must own it. You must stop second-guessing yourself and step into your full power, because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? If you don't fight for your dreams, who will? Nobody. Because nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to push you. Nobody is coming to make you great. This is your responsibility. And once you accept that, once you embrace it, once you fully commit to becoming the strongest version of yourself, nothing can stop you. Not pain, not fear, not failure. Because you will rise from every fall. You will turn every wound into wisdom. You will turn every setback into a setup for something greater. And the world will have no choice but to respect the force that you have become. Unleash the monster. Own your power. You were not born to be weak. You were not born to be average. You were born to dominate, to rise, to conquer, to become unstoppable. And now there is only one thing left to do. Unleash the monster. Stop hesitating. Stop questioning yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It will never come. The time is now. Get up, take action, face the pain, embrace the suffering, and build yourself into the warrior you were meant to be. Because, in the end, there are two types of people in this world: the weak, who are forgotten; the strong, who carve their names into history. Which one will you be? The choice is yours.